Hello, dear adventurers, and welcome back to another stream. I'm getting used to having a new microphone in my face. Hi, Greg. Hello, how are you? How was the rest of your stream? The appointment went really well. I now have my medication secured for another year, and we are proceeding with further treatments that should be able to help address other issues that I'm having. Medical nonsense and garbage and stuff. Let me just real quick give you a shout out. Thank you. I am real excited about having a proper mic with a boom arm, and it also has bright colors, which is fun. You can't see the bright colors, but I can, and it's delightful. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. But yeah, I'm getting used to all of the various things. And it looks like everything is still running as it should. CPU usage is only getting up to 25% with everything on, which is incredible because it was at like 90% last week with Plants vs. Zombies, which is very small. So yes, I'm delighted. I'm delighted to be here. I'm delighted to have new things, and I should also be getting a new graphics card on Saturday because my cousin was kind enough to say, "Hey, I want my old graphics card back. Here's a better one for you to put in its place." I'm not arguing with that. I'm not pointing out the flaws in his logic. He just got a new computer entirely with like, knowing him, it's probably one of those 4000 series graphics cards because he can afford that shit. But yes, we are going to be switching over to playing some Final Fantasy and seeing if I put my new microphone in there or not. So I didn't put my new microphone in there or not. It's there now. Yeah, I don't even have everything plugged back in. Like, I still need to plug everything back in and get all that going, but I'll turn on the game sounds. And please do let me know if it's loud or not, or if my microphone is loud or not, because I can actually change the gain from the microphone, which is real nice. So this is about where the computer decided to crash stream last time. We were talking to Wide Gully over here, doing our level 35 minor quests. So let's look at what we have complete. We still have to do carpenter, blacksmith, armorer, goldsmith. Sorry if I'm a little bit nasally. Leather worker, weaver, alchemist, and culinarian. Did we get any of these done? We are doing minor now. We haven't done botanist, but we also didn't do fisher. Did we do any of these? I can't remember. It's been like 2 weeks since I've even opened this program because I didn't want my computer to explode while we were waiting. Okay, we are here to deliver 20 raw amethysts to Wide Gully. You'll find your raw amethysts near about Hopeseed Pond over in the Central Shroud. Let's see how much you're willing to risk for 20 of them. I did that. But I did that. Bugger me, you mined these amethysts? I can't believe you made it past all them nasty creatures. Though might be as it's time I stopped being so surprised. You goddamned adventurers come through more often than I care to admit. Any road, it's one thing to find the amethyst, but do you even know aught about them? Their properties? What they represent? Thought not. Well, here's a free lesson. Oh, I love education. Please continue, sir. Amethysts are light and unexpected gemstones, prized as embodiments of calmness, decisiveness, and intuition. In coming back with such a large haul of them, it would seem you've got all these things. I might have been hasty to pass judgment. The more I see you work, the more I see why the Guildmaster's so fond of you. I never imagined an adventurer would give me my toughest competition, and I was learned better than that, to take every adversary earnestly. Seems I have to redouble my efforts if I'm to secure my place as the best in the business. Don't you worry about the precious amethysts you brought. I'll see them safe to the guild stores. I look forward to our next contest, adventurer. That's when I'll drive the pickaxe home that I am the better miner. Uh-huh, sure. White Gully, I'm absolutely positive that's the thing that's gonna happen. Okay, so the shirt is better. The hat is better. The gloves are better. And the shoes are better. So we have to make choices because they gave us 4, but we only have 3 jobs that are for gathering. I'm going to grab the shirt because it is the most better from what I'm looking at. More or less at any rate. And we get a new pickaxe. I just love that there's this drunken man just over in the corner trying so hard to be upright and failing miserably at it. Okay, so new equipment. Also, another thing that I forgot to mention, if there is an ad, please exclamation point ad, exclamation point AD. That helps to ensure that I am aware that an ad is going on, so I'm not just talking into the void. I do want to make sure that as much of the stream is accessible to everyone, regardless of sub status. I am only newly affiliate as of Friday. This is my second stream as affiliate, so getting used to all the things and trying to remember them. I do like the cute little puff sleeves. Nope, that was the incorrect button. There it is. Just little puffs. Very nice. Okay, so now let's do Weaver since we're pretty much right there. All right. So we are in Thanalin, but we have not picked up the weaving quest yet, have we? We'll run over to there very quickly indeed. And look, the quest is even all nice and lit up for us on our minimap. How very kind. Okay, am I wearing the best Weaver gear? Probably, yeah. Greetings, Aerietta. If you've the time to spare, there's a task I would assign you. Waward Ruka has requested your services once more. It seems his previous attempt to woo Kokomo met with disastrous results, as I predicted. It would be best if he told you the rest. Now, run along. You know where to find him. I was just there! Terrible. The most rude. Making me walk places and teleport short distances. I love how it also it has a little highlight for my Goo baby that he is also getting teleported. It's very cute. Hey there, Aerietta. So what Big Rose tell you? That the brass blades chased me all over town? Well, it wasn't that bad, but Kokomo's paw did run me off, calling me a disgusting pervert and whatnot. But I ain't giving up on her that easily. No, sir. She's something else, my darling Kokomo. See, one day I was making a delivery to Baba Y's shop when these two boys walk in and start hassling the customers and staff. So I confronted the youngins, and it gets a little heated. Long story short, I have to make them leave. I'm a little roughed up at this point, as you might expect. Then here comes Kokomo, all grace and splendor, thanking me for what I'd done. And when our eyes met, I suddenly realized that I can't hear a word she's saying because my heart's pounding harder and fiercer than the hammers. Till then, she was just a nice young girl helping her father, but then she had to go and look at me like that, and I wanted to say something, but my words left me that day. But I can do it, Aerietta. I just need to do it properly, like a gentleman. After talking with me mates in the bar, I'm thinking a more conservative approach is in order. If I wore, say, a quality linen shirt, it would show that I'm a responsible, respectable man. I'll meet you at the guild for the fitting as usual, alright? Alright. Okay. Looks like the bot is still doing things, so I'm going to update my bots real quick from Stream Elements. Again, like, setting up my computer took so long. I started around 2 p.m. on Saturday and didn't finish getting, like, most of it set up until, what was it, like 4 p.m. on Sunday? So long! Okay, the countdown is off, so that should not show back up, which is great and wonderful and whatnot. All right, so let's see. We are making a linen shirt designed by committee. Linen shirt. Did I remember to grab all the things that I needed for these? Because that was one of the big things that I wanted to finish the Friday that I was... Yeah, we don't have the linen. How terribly rude! Masked Carnival. What nonsense. We'll find out later, it's fine. Okay, so... let us go and get some flax from Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Uh-oh. There's a new quest on our mini-map! So this is an all quests, all jobs run of Final Fantasy XIV, where I've decided that through my masochism, I am doing all of the quests as they show up as being available on my mini-map. If it shows up on the mini-map, I have to go get it. If my journal is full, I have to come back later. Okay, Sybil. Time heals all wounds, or so say those who have never experienced true pain. More than 30 summers have passed since I carried the standard of the Dark Light Raiders into Cutter's Cry, but not a day goes by that I don't see the faces of the friends I lost that fateful day. Garibald the Red and his loyal second, Aubreast to Stillwater. Simon the Swede, always armed with a jab and a jest. Our ever ireful mage, Chiron Zabran, as quick to cast as he was to temper. Thormo in Thousandgill. Never has there lived a man with a tighter grip, be it on his sword or his coin. And let's not forget one Ilma Ailson. Though it's hard to fathom now, what with all the adventurers scampering about like rabbits in the spring, there was once a time when bands of mercenaries were who the city-states turned to when in need of a blade, the Darklight Raiders being the biggest and best of them bands. Ishgardian-funded forays into hellish pits like the Aram Vale would earn us a king's ransom in a matter of days, though it would only take a night of devil's play at the Mirage to see it gone from our purses. But so was the life of a raider. That is, until we took a job at Cutter's Cry. My brothers and I stood against herds of giant buffaloes in Ogamoro, Snurble infestations on the Pearl, legions of cold-blooded Sahagin from the abyssal depths of the Indigo Deep, but none of that prepared us for the horrors we saw in the face of Hell's Brood holes. None of it prepared us for the Chimera. The bards still sing of the day 7 of the realm's finest warriors set off into the bowels of that forsaken place, but only saw one return. Sybil the Stoic, spared by the beast so that he may warn all others who would be foolish enough to attempt to despoil the Chimera's lair. My apologies. You did not come to hear the guilt-ridden ramblings of an old man. But if you have a moment, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. The final wish of my ailing soul seeking peace was his past. The final wish of an ailing soul seeking peace with his past before departing on his journey through the 7 gates. In each of the 30 summers since escaping from the maws of the terrible beast, I have returned to its lair to pay the proper respects to my fallen compatriots. Now, however, the years have finally caught up with old Sybil, and try as I might, I can no longer can these bones make the trek alone. If it is not too much to ask, would you travel to Cutter's Cry in my stead and place this bouquet of flowers upon the resting place of the Darklight Raiders? Greg, maybe I did come to listen to rambling old men. I mean, yeah, that's why we're here, right? Rambling old men, that's what we're doing, right? Hello. Okay, so we need flax because I need to make a bunch of linen stuff. 99, that should do it. Hi, Seki. Dad is home for the week, so I kept getting pulled away all day. No worries, I'm glad to have you. We started late anyways? Yeah, we started late anyways. Okay, so we're gonna start with linen yarn. How are you today, Seki? The frame rate looks massively improved. I mean, the part that concerns me is that it really shouldn't. Because I had it set to 30 frame rate, or rather 30 frames per second. And I haven't updated it. This is my first time opening this program since getting the new parts in. So if it was having worse frame rate at 30 frames per second and it's still set to 30 frames per second, yeah, I was having a whole lot of issues. The stream might be capturing a bit cleaner, that is true. And I'm not having as janky of movements. Okay. I'm trying to get this high quality linen, but it is not happening. Okay, there's 2. That's close, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna make one more just for the hell of it. Okay. Oh! Let's hope we're able to get through. Just barely. Okay. So we have the linen yarn. Now we need some undyed linen. I'm going to use the regular linen instead of the good quality and hopefully get it up to a better quality. Yeah, I'm so glad that it's running so well because it really, really was not running well. Like, really bad not running well. Okay, regular bolt of linen. How many did we need for the shirt? I took notes somewhere. It's fine, we have what we need. Let's see if we can get this up to high quality. Okay. I keep clicking waste not, and it keeps wasting things. Okay, so I should be able to just push through at this point for the progress, I hope. There we are. And now we can deliver that shirt. One of the things I also had to do was I had to move my desk back against the wall where it was when I first started streaming, because the boom arm that I have that came with the microphone is a little bit short, and the desk that I have has just enough of a bevel that it wasn't going to stay sturdily attached to the desk. So yeah, we made all sorts of changes this weekend. So many changes, oh my god. Okay, have you made the client's shirt yet? He seems quite eager to try it on. Yeah, I even made it high quality. Well, I think we can agree this is far more appropriate than the leather harness. Core, this is perfect. I never knew fancy clothes could be so comfortable. Sir? Sir, could you please explain how you chose those other garments? Well, the hat belongs to a goldsmith I know, says it makes me look smarter and whatnot. The subligar is courtesy of another miner. He reckons that us men of what work in the mines ought to flaunt our chiseled bodies like this, and the trousers are overrated. The gauntlets and boots are the best-selling wares at me armor friend's shop. Bit gaudy if you ask me, but everyone else thinks I'm fashionable. Who am I to tell him different? Impressive, ain't it? You don't have to tell me. I can see you think the same. Gods, I've been such a fool. I should have asked me mates for advice from the start. But sir, I say, sir! How can he be so ignorant? It absolutely, totally, and in all other ways inconceivable. He's hopeless. Utterly hopeless. Armor, friend, yellow jackets, yellow armor. Yep, could very well be. Ahem. Beg your pardon. I don't know what came over me. If you'll excuse me. Ooh. Item comparison. That's a little better. Item comparison. That is better. And item comparison. Also better. So we'll start with the smock to help us get through our other jobs. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. We look very silly in this very wide apron, but that is okay. I'm willing to live with it for now. Eventually, we will start getting glams on this character properly, but today is probably not that day. All right, so since we're already here, maybe head over to Alchemist. Pretty sure I have not done that one yet. And we also need to do Goldsmith here. So very silly with both the apron and the goggles. I can't do both. Both is too much. Both is way too much. You think it looks neat on me? Well, thank you, Seki. Okay, so Alchemists. Alright, so I also changed the settings for Twitch, so it's supposed to Keyword supposed to. Inform us 3 minutes before an ad is starting. However, it did not work last time when I had it set to 1 minute. So I'm telling you now, it says that pre-roll ads are off for another 5 minutes. So within those 5 minutes, we're probably getting another ad. Just please, exclamation point AD. It helps me know that people are waiting to be able to watch again. Guildmaster Severine wishes to assign you a minor task. Eagerly I have awaited your return, my able assistant. Does your chest not ache with the intake of every excited breath? Do you not tremble in joyous anticipation as your hand reaches forth, seeking to nudge open the door into the realm of alchemy's most sought-after secrets? No, before it starts. Or rather, as it's starting. It lets me know to take a pause. Thank you, Seki. You do? Well, try to ignore that feeling for now. Before we can fully commit ourselves to our research, there remain a few irksome details that must first be addressed. As ever, I speak of these unending orders from the guild. Brew this potion, concoct this elixir. Ugh. Surely you grow as weary of it as I, of these constant demands on our precious time. We must be allowed to concentrate. I have an idea to end these nibbling distractions, and it involves you. March over to Dietrich's desk and petition for a complete cessation of these interruptions. I'd handle it myself, but I fear the man's become unheedful of my words. Okay, Dietrich. I'm sure you heard all that, considering it was 10 feet away. Master Severine demands to be spared from any further official guild duties? I am a simple receptionist. How can I possibly deflect the expectations of our senior members? His obsessive research is wearing thin on the patience of both colleagues and clients alike. I fear we do not restore at least a modicum of goodwill. His attempts to redirect tasks will be met with the staunchest of opposition. I doubt our guildmaster realizes the precarious state he finds himself in. It is only his substantial skill in alchemy that convinces others to tolerate his growing eccentricity. That said, many would gladly trade that skill if it would return him to his former, somewhat less manic self. Nay, it was not always like this, but ever since the calamity robbed him of his one true love, I have witnessed him transform into this feverish individual, desperately racing through experiment after experiment. Ahem. I delve into areas best left unexplored. We should return to the topic at hand. Of the various orders the guild needs to met, one of the highest priority is a request for a vial of high ether, commissioned by one of our more valued patrons. I would suggest you lend your focus to this particular assignment and create an uncommonly potent sample for delivery. Perhaps then it would be enough to both satisfy the patron and allow enough forbearance to free the guildmaster of other tasks. I hesitate to encourage this kind of behavior, of course, but I realize what Master Severine's work means to him, and I would be grateful if you could keep an eye on him. I fear for his well-being, and you are the closest thing he has to a friend. Oh, that's sad. That's sad. Severine, you need more friends. People who are as ridiculously obsessed with their work as you are, so you can ridiculously obsess over it together. Well, did you browbeat that Dietrich into submission? Excellent. Okay, so an ad is playing. So we're going to take a quick break. I am going to use the hydrate command. And get a good stretch in. Shorter than the last time. It's like everyone else, they ended. Okay, excellent. Glad to hear it. I took a stretch. I redeemed a hydrate. I now have channel points. I keep forgetting that. This is a new experience, having to do ads and channel points and such. It's exciting. And also, like, a lot to remember. So your help in letting me know an ad is playing really helps because I'm more likely to see the chat than I am to see an ad. Well, did you browbeat that Diedrich fellow into submission? Ah, conditional surrender. I suppose a single vial of high ether is a small price to pay. But let it not be said that my assistant fails to deliver. You will need to employ advanced and somewhat involved alchemical techniques to procure the elevated quality of high ether required. Best you begin at once. Okay. Ether! High ether! We need distilled... How do we not have distilled water? We had so much distilled water. What happened? Is it with our retainer? I'm going to be so mad if it's with our retainer. Search for item. No, we don't have any. Terribly rude. Guild supplier, do you have it? Distilled. Terribly rude. Okay, what do I need to make distilled water? I'm pretty sure I have a ton of muddy water. Yep. No. Must have sold it all. Okay, so there is a shop that has distilled water according to this. I'm gonna guess it is the Culinarian, maybe, if it's not here. I had to get up 8 times in a period of 2 hours, so if this week goes like today, I'll be very scattered. I'm just happy to lend a hand where I'm able. Well, it's appreciated, at the very least by me, Seki. I hope everyone else appreciates you appropriately. They should. And if they don't, how dare they? Can I buy muddy water here? Muddy water. We can do that. I'm gonna get 10. Okay. And we are going to make them spectacularly fancy. Yes, just like that. Overachiever. And I'll make a second one just for the heck of it. Yeah, I really didn't need to press all those extra buttons the first time around, did I? And again, if I'm coming in too loud, please do let me know. If the game is coming in too loud, please let me know. If anything is too loud or too quiet, please let me know. He's trying to remodel the tiles in our room, and I had to help with that. Orders my own Cyber Mondaying. It's been an adventure. Well, hopefully it's been a good adventure. Bare minimum. And based on what you said earlier, it sounds like your Cyber Mondaying has been a successful endeavor. Okay, so now... Ta-da, it worked. Excellent. Okay. Now we turn around. Yes, I hope anyway it has to fit the PC in. I think I took proper measurements. I hope so. I have had a lot of luck with a website called PC Part Picker. You enter in what you already have, including your tower, and then it tells you whether or not everything's gonna fit and if it all works together. It's been just an absolute lifesaver in figuring out the parts that I needed and whether or not they work. How does your work progress? Have you succeeded in concocting that remarkably efficacious high ether? I did. I did. Yes, rejoice, my impressively adept assistant, for you have forged the key to our freedom! Who could not be moved by such a masterful example of mana-restoring splendor? Perhaps your post-assistant career lies in the manufacture of this wonderful substance. Yes, I would suspect I needed to purchase coffers that they might overflow with coin. Even among alchemy's more incredible inventions, the manufacture of ether stands out as a singularly profitable venture. It is an innovation that changed the face of battle. Mages were no longer limited by their natural reserves of etheric energy. A few swallows of the alchemical brilliance and a sorcerer could fuel another barrage of spells. It cannot, of course, sustain their powers indefinitely. As we have already discussed, any potion taken in excess becomes the equivalent of poison. Oh dear, was I lecturing again? It is difficult to contain my passion for alchemy and the goal of my labors looming so close to the horizon. You have accomplished a minor miracle today, my assistant, with all obstructions to our research thus adroitly removed. Let us move on to the final stage of experiments. Okay, cool. So do I want the magnifiers or the gloves? That's +1 control. Or plus many more control. Excellent. Dun, dun, dun. Nope, 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 nope. Cease and desist. Okay. I'm just trying to repair my gear. Did the gloves switch over? They did not. Wait. But why? Okay. So these are the velveteen short gloves. Sort. Linen half gloves. Oh, is it because... Yeah, let's retrieve the materia, and then they should be better. Yes, there we are. And we'll materia everything else up in a bit. So now, I believe, is goldsmith. I'm just trying to get through all the stuff. Others aren't used so often, but HQ ones are still pretty handy at higher levels, which is nice. Good to know. Okay. So let's see what's going on with Serendipity and Gigi. Once we're finished with this last one, we'll be done with Ul'dah, and probably moving on to... Let's do the Black Mage one, since we're nearby. I am just going to quickly grab a little bit of chapstick, because it is cold here, therefore it is dry. Oh, bye, Ida. Well, okay then. Someone cosplaying as Ida just taken off right there. Yeah. Yeah. Someone cosplaying as Ida. That's excellent. I love that. Built an entire character around it. Seki says at very high level play, it's all about these droughts that increase a stat for like half a minute. Even has dedicated when to use on an opener rotation for all the DPS. Interesting. I've been waiting for you, Aerietta. You remember Rorotan, the merchant for whom you made those exquisite earrings? He paid a visit not long ago, hoping to find you present. In fact, he was positively heartbroken that he couldn't speak with you in person. It's hard to believe he was once so furious with us. It's as if that unfortunate incident never happened at all. But returning to the matter at hand, Rorotan has commissioned you to craft a firebrand. One of those peerless quality, of course. When you've finished, I must insist that I evaluate your work. It is not that I don't trust your craftsmanship, but Rorotan is an important client, to say the least. Hi, Kristen. How are you? I hope you are doing well today. And let me just give you a quick shout out. Kristen is another streamer. Did I do it correctly? Spelling success. Kristen is another streamer. No, she and sometimes her husband have been streaming on occasion, just a variety of games. Weren't you playing Stardew recently? I can't remember, but I've seen you play such a variety of games that it's very difficult to like list them all. Of course. I want all of my streaming friends to be supported. All of you are awesome, and you should know you're awesome. And everyone else should also know that you're awesome. It's just how it is. Every Wednesday we play Stardew, and on the weekend we play random games that are viewer chosen on Instagram. Nice. Okay. Excellent. I will write that down at some point. Not presently, because I don't know where any of my pens and papers are. But I will write that down so I'll remember better next time. I'm doing okay. I am still dealing with not having all of my medications, but that should be rectified after this afternoon because I got in to see the doctor who I needed to for that. So that's taken care of. Thanksgiving was surprisingly nice. Things went well, spent time with family, made a lot of food, made like 20 pounds of food. I still won't have to cook at all until the start of December, and I am very thankful for that in particular. How was your Thanksgiving? I only spent mine with my partner and my parents. So that was also nice, not having to really see too many people because I am very much an introvert and also exhausted. Okay, so I also need Eye of Fire, which I'm pretty sure we have to get a fire rock, which I don't have. Kristen says, I'm so glad it was enjoyable. Mine started out okay, but ended with us being exposed to COVID and our yard randomly getting lit on fire. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you're all safe, but what the hell? That's terrifying. Oh my god. How did your yard get lit on fire? And also, I hope that the COVID is passing you by or very mild minimum. Yeah, that's one of the things about this time of year where I am just unhappy is just it exposes everybody to so much and it's just like I'm tired. I'm immunocompromised. I don't want to deal with this. Maybe just don't. I love my family. I don't necessarily need to see them in order to feel like I am loved and cared for. Just getting to talk to them is often comforting enough, but I also get it. Like, everyone deals with different family expectations and different levels of needing to be in the presence of people they love and who love them. Or there's just other expectations because your family is not very nice and you just have to kind of grin and bear it, which I hope it's not for most people, but it is something that happens that I am aware of. I don't talk to those family members. We don't speak to my uncle. Kristen says, so far we don't have any symptoms of the COVID and our neighbor was burning leaves and left them unattended. What? Fire got out of control and the fire department came out. Like, thankfully only shrubs were damaged in my yard. That is... Oh, I would be pissed. Your neighbor would not hear the end of it from me. You don't mess with fire. Like, I also come from California where that's like an offense that can land you life in prison based on our mega fires. So that also colors things a little bit, but even as a kid, like, I had to watch and tend the burn piles when I was in my teens, and it was a big responsibility, and I knew it was a big responsibility. So, like, I didn't even blink most of the time because I was so concerned. He was very apologetic. His daughter was home and he thought she was watching it. Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, I guess it's a lesson in communication. I wish it were learned without the danger. But, yeah. Is the firebrand ready yet, Aerietta? It is. All right, Gigi. I know this is your first evaluation in a long while, but I'm sure you can handle it. Gigi. Fire, brand, burn, burn. Make it burn them. Gigi is the one true lord of the inferno. Mwahaha. No, Gigi, no! What did I tell you? No fires! Please forgive him, Aerietta. I might have knocked something loose when performing the maintenance earlier. But I'm certain it's nothing important. Really. Other than the occasional outbursts, he's been relatively stable. Well, for Gigi, anyway. Ah, yes, the scepter. I must say that you've once again done a marvelous job. I'm particularly impressed by how well you set the Eye of Fire in the scepter. This gemstone is the focal point of the design, both aesthetically and practically speaking. It is what allows the thaumaturge to channel the etheric energies within. And it's what transforms this piece from a common instrument of death into a stunning work of art. Any veteran thaumaturge would doubtless be satisfied by both the quality and efficacy of this firebrand. I just know that Rorotan will be happy to receive it. I say we give him the gift that keeps on giving. I say we give him the gift of fire. Gigi! There will be absolutely no gift giving on my watch. Have I made myself clear? I didn't think Gigi could get worse. You can leave the rest to me, Aerietta. I'll see Rorotan receives your firebrand and nothing else. Gigi, you're making this difficult, buddy. Your pom-pom is very cute. But the amount of, like, burning you want done is a little much. Just a bit. Just a bit. Just a smidge. I can use words. Those are... Uh-oh. Actually, I have a command for that now. Aerietta cannot use words. This is not a thing she can do. She's forgotten how 3 times. And that's only since making the command. Hi, WYSIWYG! Thank you so much for the sub! Oh my god! And the gifted subs! Thank you, thank you, thank you! I really appreciate it. Ah, I'm so excited. Thank you so much. This is still such a new thing, and I'm so grateful to everyone who's been so kind about me getting affiliate, and everyone who has gotten a sub and given subs. I'm just excited, and I don't know what to say anymore. I'm just so happy. Okay, I think I said that I was going to do... well, Eric is right there, so maybe Monk. Yes. But yeah, Again, I'm so new to being an affiliate, and it's just still so unexpected and overwhelming. I'm just so thankful. Um, yeah. Greg, your mother-in-law sent you an advent calendar of tea? I want one. That sounds incredible. I am also going to take a sip of water. I don't have tea today, which is surprising. Typically I do. Oh, you got it in the mail today? Awesome. All right, Eric, what annoying thing do you have to say to me this time? Ah, just the pupil I was hoping to see. I was a hair's breadth from setting out on my own. To look at you, yes, I dare say you appear to have been growing in brawn, at the expense of brain. Rude. Right, well, let us measure some aether, shall we? And by we, I mean you. Oh, and the monk simpleton, of course. Rude! Though, contrary to his nature, he has already set out for the destination I assigned him. Thinking perhaps that you are far too... I'm not reading that. Much less understand etheric readings? It is true. He's saying more rude things about my intelligence. But the Ertherometer. Maybe I can't pronounce the word. Maybe that's why he is being such an awful academic classist right now. Shall do all the work for you and transmit the data back to me. All souls, as souls more suited to action, the monk and yourself should need only carry the device on your person and set about beating on things as you always do. I shall capture the data as you trudge about hither and yon. Aether is not the only source of all magics. Aether is not only the source of all magics, but also the font of all life. Yet, despite its ubiquity, it remains imperceptible. When a living thing dies, the aether comprising its life is released. When this discharge takes place, a portion of that aether remains, lingering in the physical world. No doubt you have etherical crystallizations, physical manifestations, blah, 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 apparitions of the deceased, luminescent glow, blah, 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 known as the ethereal threshold. In short, the more violent and dramatic the loss of life, the greater the amount of aether left behind, either in its imperceptible form or in its crystallizations. And where are there the most lives lost in this manner? Cemeteries? No. False. More rude words directed at me. The battlefields. Do not see? With etheric readings of those locations, we can discern the scale and more of the battles that took place there. As for those fool beliefs the monkhood keeps, chakra and spiritual energies and whatnot, if I were to allow that they truly exist, I would be inclined to say they are one and the same as aether itself. The aether turning around these ancient battle sites comes to naturally settle in the surrounding life, both plant and animal, though more so in the latter. It accumulates within them, felling these beasts, then releases that aether. God, this man just does not stop talking, causing a surge that resonates with the aether within you, causing it to expand the so-called openings of the chakra. By this, the very power of life itself within you grows. A watered-down explanation, but adequate for one of your mental prowess, I believe. So rude! Mine own wife never had the patience for such things either, nor my passion. She cursed me and my work, took our children, and returned to Alamigo. As anyone would. But now is not the time for that tale. The area I am placing you in charge is Bloodshore in eastern Lenosha. Place this etherometer in the appropriate location, and after a spell, retrieve it and bring it to me. I obtained the data I require, and you and the monks, I'm not using that word, not saying it, are afforded the chance to indulge your, how should I put it, charming little backwards fantasies. All are happy. Oh my god, this man. I mean, yes, it's neat how it explains things, but God, this man is terrible. I dislike him. He needs to discontinue. He needs to discontinue his classist and academic classist and just ableist language and behavior. I don't like Eric. Eric is very unkind and I am displeased. Ideally, I would prefer you have a knowledgeable understanding of Bloodshore's history, but I fear we lack the time for me to educate you. I need hardly tell you that my research takes precedence over your schooling. Ugh. He finally stopped talking. Okay, so we're gonna teleport out to Bloodshore. If only to get away from Eric. I dislike this man. I dislike him a substantial amount. Okay. So, where? Ah, there. I'm gonna hop on our Chocobo Daffodil. And... ah, it's right out here. We have spent so much time on this beach. There. Okay, so we have the athometer, the aether thermometer, etherometer. You know, the one. You sense a hostile presence. Oh. I forgot again. Yeah. Remembering how to play this game. It's been over a week. I think the big battles that he's referring to are related to when Merlviv was trying to, what's the word? Trying to colonize this area, trying to turn it into farmland, because they had to battle the Sahagin and the, what's it called? Not the goblins. The ones who are after Titan. Kobolds, that's the one. Thank you, Seki. I'm guessing that was this battle. I would surmise probably goblins in this area. Not goblins. Oh my god, okay. Cannot. Aerietta cannot use words. That is not a thing she can do. She's forgotten how 4 times. I'm guessing that this is Kobold's areas because it's nearby Okamoro. But it very well might have been Sahagin because it is on the beach. Thank you for letting me know that an ad is playing. We will wait for more story exposition until the ad is over. I'm gonna take another sip of water. The etherometer is quite interesting to look at. It kind of looks just like a weird wine bottle mixed with a bunch of piping. Very interesting. I think that I might have mentioned before, but I also got a capture card. And so I will be able to play Switch games soon as well. But first I have to get that all set up and finish setting up my computer. I still need to deal with activating Windows because for whatever reason, Windows servers that hold my Windows account are down. Therefore, it's not recognizing the Windows that I'm using as valid, even though it is a valid Windows key. So I have to possibly be in touch with Microsoft if they don't get their servers back up and fixed soon, because their mistake would cost me a lot of money if they don't fix it. So I'm hoping to get that all sorted out this week as well, and to also get my capture card all sorted out so that I can use that too. Very excited about the possibility of getting to play Breath of the Wild. I just got Fall Guys. I didn't realize it was free, so that's on me. But that's because I wasn't paying attention, most likely. I have Animal Crossing and a few other things on Switch that would be really fun to play once I am able to get the capture card up and running. I think at one point in time you were playing Fall Guys on stream, weren't you, Kristen? I've seen it played. It looks like a ton of fun. I would love to play it myself. I just haven't done so. I don't remember what my question is. I don't remember what my question is. Or was. Or will ever be. Anyways. Screaming children. That will do it. Something about Fall Guys. Yeah, I have it on my Switch now. I didn't realize that it was free. So I might be able to play that now that I have a capture card. But yeah, I think we should be back from ads. Perhaps? See, I prefer spring, guys. Thank you for your commentary, Seki. Okay, we have retrieved the Aerietta. And we're going to deliver it back to the Goldsmith Guild. And then pick up Black Mage Quest. We might also... You know, something that I forgot to make note of, but I just realized, and it's so nice. We're not hitting a ton of lag every time we change zones. Every time we teleport, we're not hitting that huge wall of lag. And, like, it's such a simple thing, but the convenience is immense. Have you brought the Aerietta? Yep. It seems the device has suffered some damage. I suppose such things are unavoidable in this line of work. I must see to its repairs at once. That is, after all, why I'm put up here at the Goldsmiths Guild. My Aerietta is no ordinary device. I came up with the elaborate design myself, had the finest engineers at Garland Ironworks draft the schematics, and then commissioned the most talented goldsmiths to fabricate it. Wittergilt delivered the results of his outing not long ago. I must insist that you take your leave of me now. There is a wealth of data for me to analyze, and I fear that I simply having you nearby will somehow affect the processing power of my brain. Oh my god. This man is awful. Maybe Limsa isn't a death sentence for your graphics card now too? It wasn't my graphics card. It was definitely the CPU. I just didn't have the processing power to load all these people. But now I do. Yeah, my CPU, according to OBS, is currently running at 1.2%. Whereas around this time in stream last week, it was running at 100% for Plants vs. Zombies. Yeah, graphics card on your mind because you just got a new one. Yep. I'm getting a new one Saturday. Even better. I'm excited. So yes, and also I did want to make sure to say thank you to everyone who helped me get the pieces for my computer parts. Like, computers aren't cheap. And I do appreciate everyone who sent a little money my way on Ko-fi to help me get the parts that I needed. I really appreciate it. Okay, let's get back to it. Repairing the atherometer and determining which locations to next investigate will require some time. Why don't you go and train those muscles of yours or whatever it is you do in my absence? Oh, I don't like this man. Thunderclap. I'm terrified to find out what that does. Thunderclap. Rush to a targeted enemy's or party member's location. Oh. Interesting. I'm gonna put that here. And see what it does at some point in the future. Okay. That's right. I did not get new weapon, did I? Alright, so Black Mage. And I am suddenly and vividly reminded of Final Fantasy IX. What? Oh goodness, what is the place? Conte Petit? I think it's called? Where they're talking about the black mages, and they call them pinty hats. Are you with the pinty hats? Love it. Love their accent. Very thick. Okay, Lolai. I sense the black magic within you has grown stronger, Aerietta. You have earned the right of my audience. Okay. I am pleased to see that you do not fear your newfound powers, but then you adventurers were ever wont to embrace the new. You are now ready to set forth on your journey to find the keys required to seal the Void Gate. Hear me well, for mine are Master's own words, and his are those of Naldal himself. Oh, that's right, she gets possessed. This is always interesting. The next key requires the blood of sacrifice. Travel to the Sigoli Desert in southern Thanalin. Slay what fiends emerge from the planar fissure there, and slake the land's thirst with their lifeblood. Once drunk, its essence shall be borne away upon the ethereal veins of the earth, and thence serve to notify our friends of the wastelands so that the time has come. Complete the task before you, and the black mage testimony you carry will shine full with a new light. Light to envelop and absorb evil. Light to show you destruction and guide you to righteousness. The light is the key. Take it into you, where it will forever burn bright. That is all. Do you understand and accept what you must do? That she bounces back so quickly is mildly frightening. But yeah, sure, let's go Sigoli Desert, so we need to go down to Forgotten Springs. Okay. Well, that was the sight to see. Okay. Is it higher? No, it's down there. Okay, I don't know what that is. Braving New Depths. We're not doing that yet. I'm pretty sure that's Karn. And we're not doing Karn yet, because that sounds awful. If Aether is life and the void is the absence of Aether, wouldn't void sent blood be unlife blood, or am I looking into this too much? I think it would be the essential equivalent of demonic blood. So it is a form of life in the fact that it is inverse to the life that exists on this plane. But these are hypothetical notions that I am not qualified to speak on. But based on my understanding, It's basically if you are looking at different planes of existence, because your aether becomes part of the ethereal current, both in this realm and in the void. But that is just a different realm of existence for the void sent, which are equivalent to demons in the context that we would provide them. So, again, I don't know for certain, but that's my speculation. Oh, do I have the big attack yet? I do! Fire 3! Burn it down! I forgot that I had the big fire. And this guy over here. But to answer your question specifically, no, I don't think you're looking too much into this. Speculation is my favorite. And we have a planar fissure. Okay, hello. Deep void scamps. That's exciting. Okay. And now we freeze. And now we fire. And now we use a high potion because we weren't paying attention. And we back away because we are getting ouched. Please stop. Please discontinue. Thank you. No! Not another one! And we're going to use another high potion. Okay, are there any others? Yes. I mean, no. You knew what I meant. There are no others. We can proceed as follows. No, you stay away over there. We don't want anything to do with you. Okay, now we head back to Steps of Nald. Making significant progress and not having to wait for lag. It's a dream come true. Okay, so Miner's Guild is closest. And we twirl around in a circle until we're aimed the correct direction. It is done then, but the blackness you have awoken has yet to settle within you. Time is needed, Aerietta. Pray, be patient. Continue to practice your mastery of the arcane, and come to me once more when the dark art is as much as you as you it. Ooh, Blizzard 3. Heck yes. Now we have to change our hotbars. You have learned a new dark art. Excellent. Okay. But we have no new clothes. No new clothes, how rude. Okay. So now it is Paladin. Do we have all the best gear for Paladin? Yes. You can leave. Okay. So, honor lost. That's going to be down by the Chamber of Rule. We are making significant progress in all of our job quests because, oh my god, do we have a lot of them. You have earned the right to call yourself a paladin, but how do others treat you? Do they recognize you for what you are? Remember that fancy swordplay and well-polished armor do not make you a paladin. You must be just in your heart and strive always to be an exemplar of true virtue. Once, not so long ago, the Sultan Sworn could walk the streets with their heads held high. When they marched by, the small folk would look upon them with reverence and gratitude, and no one was more respected than the captain, my predecessor. When I first saw him, I was still a child. My father had promised to take me to a local festival, but somewhere he took a wrong turn. We became lost and stumbled into a secluded back alley. Luck was not with us because the next moment we found ourselves in the middle of a riot. Drunken hunters were firing arrows into the crowd, and we were caught between them. There was no way out. It was only a matter of time before we would be stuck. That's when the captain saved us from our plight. I'd never seen a sword move so swiftly. It flashed faster than my eyes could follow, and in seconds the hunters were on the ground or fleeing for their lives. The captain was gone, down to the street, slicing at their heels before my father had time to thank him. Even today I can see the captain as he was then, blood on his sword, armor impossibly bright in the sun. After that, all I ever wanted to be was a paladin. I would practice endlessly with my sword, dreaming of bandits defeated and monsters slain. Even after I became one of the Sultan's Sworn, the memory of the captain still inspired me. I was always the first to arrive in the training yard and the last to leave. And so the years passed, and before I knew it, I found myself named captain of the Sultan's Sworn. Yet the triumph was hollow, because by then the honor of the Sultan's Sworn elite, that very thing that had drawn me to the Brotherhood, was a mere vestige, like the discarded banner of a defeated foe. There were many reasons for the fall, but the loss of Oathkeeper, yes, that was the mortal blow. The sword Oathkeeper was bestowed upon the first captain of the Sultan's Sworn, by the then Sultan of Ul'dah. In time it became our standard, the symbol of the oaths we had sworn, and it was treasured by each new captain for generations. Possession was proof of Sultan Sworn command. But then the unthinkable came to pass. Oathkeeper was stolen by the traitor. It shook our brotherhood to the core. How can we be trusted to protect the Sultana if we cannot even hold on to the symbol of our fealty? We've been tarnished in the eyes of a ruler and ruled alike. If the Sultan Sworn are to survive, we must find the traitor and recover Oathkeeper, but the Sultan Sworn have grown too weak and we cannot do it ourselves. We've been forced to recruit outsiders to help us to our cause. I have high hopes for you, my friend. It is a great thing that we ask, and you must learn more of our secrets if you are to succeed. In outer Lenosha, near the Hermit's Hovel, is a grove where ringtails congregate. Pitting yourself against a host of the beasts would be a fine way to hone the skills that I will teach you. In the grove, you will find another brazier, this time filled with a potent incense that will drive the creatures into a frenzy. Defeat your attackers and return to me. The man has a lot to say, so this is going to be over by Wineport. Okay. And he said it's over by the Hermit's hut. So we know where that is. We were there recently. And that is a little spaceship. Well, technically it's an airship, but I'm sure it's been to space. Just look at it. Okay. But where? That's Brayflox Long Stop. That's Red Mantis Falls. Am I in the wrong place? Embracing the Beast. That's not it. That's Warrior. Outer Lenosha by Camp Overlook. I went to the wrong place because I assumed there was only one hermit. That's my bad. Don't know why it didn't occur to me that there were multiple hermits. I mean, who wants to socialize, really? Seki says, Paladin of the Sultan Sworn, we are engaging it in valorous deeds to light a fire that drives animals into a frenzy to eat your face, honor, or something. Yep, that's about it, too. Okay, but how do I get up there? Maybe it's down here. Yes, this appears to be it. Perhaps. Maybe. Uncertain. Do I even know the map in this game at all? Possibly. Doubtful. Oh, these guys. We're gonna fight lemurs because we're a jerk. What is that? What was that sound? Oh my god! Okay, hello? That just was loud and showed up. Cool. Okay, Iron Brazier. It's actually kind of funny because I've played Dungeons & Dragons recently and my DM keeps trying to say Brazier and accidentally says Brazier. A good time for all. And he knows it's wrong, but he goofs up every single time. And I can't fault him for that. Pronouncing words is hard. We have established this. But it is very funny when the Dwergar, which are the deep cave dwarves, usually aligned with evil goddesses. It's real funny when you keep talking about how their braziers are on fire. Okay. Oh, more. Hello. So many. Just these poor lemurs. They were just minding their own damn business, and now they're mad. Because I caused them to be mad. With my meddling. Like, couldn't we have picked something less cute to murder for the sake of honor or whatever? Okay. We did the thing. And now we teleport back to Ul'dah to go turn that in. Chamber of Rule. Well done. You have taken the skills I taught you and made them your own. I still do not have word of where the traitor is hiding, but I will inform you the moment I do. Until then, continue your training. If we answer the ringtails, will they just be tails? If ringing refers to telephones, I'm sure. Okay, what is Sheltron? Block incoming attacks and Oath Mastery. Increases Oath Gauge by 5. I don't even remember what Oath Gauge is, or does, or where it's located. I'm real good at all these jobs, guys. Haven't you noticed? Oh, apparently that's it. I don't remember that being there. Okay, apparently it wasn't because they're just now telling me what it is. Oath Gauge is very simple. It charges by attacking normally. It fills automatically. Displays the current strength of a paladin's oath, which increases as auto attacks are performed. A strong oath is required to execute several selected actions such as Sheltron, cover, and intervention, and will grow weaker upon using them. I do like that they finally added in parentheses like when you acquire these things so you know, oh, I'm not supposed to know what this is yet. I haven't missed something important. Using certain actions will increase the oath gauge. The symbol indicates the defensive stance Iron Will is in effect, which increases enmity. Yeah, we know that one. Do I even have that one showing? I don't think I do. Which is fine. We don't need it right now because we're switching away from Paladin. Making sure that I do have all the things. Okay. So I think that's all the ones for Ul'dah. Which ones did I already pick up? So I have the cooking. This one is nearby, or rather nearby to where we just were. We should have done that. Let's go turn in the fish one. Let's go turn in the fish one. Seki says I always use simple job gauge and the bar changes color so when it's on or off. That's useful. Okay, are we a fish person now? You're a fisher. With a new shirt. Because reasons. And we finally get to test whether or not we are Limsa-proofed. Oh my god, that took no time at all. I'm so delighted. I've been waiting to not have that lag for so long. Okay. Hello, Toctics. Fishbringer, find tasty fresh fish cat in the Sandylands for friendly friend Toctics? Whatever that meant, sure. We did weird fishing stuff in the desert for reasons. Toctics is Thanksgiving to Fishbringer for lip-smacking fish cat. Fish cat nose strings make for strengthful satchel strands. Toctics trades tongue flaps with Lingzeth for fancy cooking of fish cat in Bismarck. Lingzeth only fancy cooks after shoplock because of strengthful fish cat odor. Fishbringer makes Toctics one happy gobby. Thank you, Toctics, I think. Okay, so we got that. How does the hat compare? That's mostly better. Gloves. That is definitely better. And shoes. That is also definitely better. Let's go with the gloves for now. And an ad. Thank you. Okay. All right. Short duration, good to know. Okay. And I'm gonna stretch. And I'm gonna use my own channel points again, because I have infinite numbers of them because I am the owner of the channel. I wonder how many channel points people have been getting. I don't think it tells me how quickly you guys earned them, so that would be a thing to test. Okay, so what should we be doing next? That's gonna be... okay. That's gonna be up at the Bismarck, okay. So we'll do that one next, when everyone's back. The music is very good. I enjoy it. This is one of my favorite, like, main city songs. Alright, so... chat doesn't give me timestamps, but I'm guessing that we're probably in the realm of ads being just about over. So I'm gonna head to the Culinarians Guild, and then we can continue questing when everyone's back. But where, oh where? Outside. Perhaps. Nope. I also need to change that. There she is. Okay. That is also no longer correct because we reached 50 followers. Otherwise, we would not be able to be at affiliate. So, I have been working on getting deadlines together for all the stuff because I still have to make an avatar for Nikki to go on the overlay. I still have to make this second emote that will go on both Discord and now on Twitch. And I still have to schedule a community game night for here on Twitch. So we'll get that all scheduled soon. Seki says sometimes sneezes just knock everything off center and it's like bleh. Absolutely. It's terrible. I don't like sneezing. Sneezing is gross. Except when it's the gooboos. I haven't really had a community game night except for my 6th-month stream anniversary. So one of the games that was a lot of fun that everyone could participate in was Words on Stream. So I'm probably going to do that again and maybe do some roulettes with anyone who wants to join me on Final Fantasy for that. But trying to make it so that everyone can join in. I'm thinking that when we get to 100 followers, I'm going to apply as a team captain for Stream Raiders because I've really been enjoying that over on Indecisive Fox's channel. So just things that everyone can be involved in. So that's going to be a bonus stream, not on our normal stream time. But I will get all that sorted out sometime in the near future. In the meantime, let's see what Letitia has to say. Ah, Aerietta, the chef who prepared Lord Lorito's meal in the Guildmaster's stead. Thanks to your heroics, the Bismarck's reputation came through unscathed. We all owe you for that. So what brings you to my counter? Master Lingseth would have you learn about the restaurant's business at large, you say? Why, of course. It would be my pleasure to share with you such a knowledge as I possess. No, but before we begin, I could do with a bite to eat. It's been a long and busy shift, and I haven't had the chance to sit down for a proper meal. By way of a board, I trouble you to prepare some ratatouille for me? And call me spoiled, but please make it the most exquisite serving you can manage. My thanks in advance. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it when we got the chance to play last time. Is that... I don't remember how to spell ratatouille. That's not it. That's too many E's. That is also not it. Rat. It has to be here somewhere. Meal. There it is. Okay, so we need a ramhorn zucchini. Ruby tomatoes we can get here. I think we have the stuff for lavender oil. But let me check for the zucchini, the tomato here. That's the receptionist. You are the supplier. Ruby tomato. What about that zucchini? Terrible. Okay. We have to go buy some zucchini because I'm not going looking for it right now. Because we only have so much time left. So head over to Hawker's Alley. Ramhorn zucchini. Good grief, people like to make these very expensive. We're gonna buy the least amount we possibly can get away with. Okay, so lavender oil. That is also cooking. We don't have any lavender? Don't we? Apparently not. I would not be able to eat this in real life. I would die. Well, maybe not die, but, you know, I wouldn't be doing so hot. I might be in the hospital. I am very allergic to lavender. Okay, so that's all the ingredients. Let's make high quality ratatouille. I have been wanting to make ratatouille for a while, like not just because of the movie. However, the movie did have a big part of it. It just looks like it should be delicious. I could be wrong. It is also a vegetable dish. Hooray! We have leveled up. We are way over leveled for what we need to be doing, and that is okay with me. But yes, I'm also getting hungry again. I haven't had much to eat today because of my earlier appointment. I don't mean to rush you, but if that ratatouille takes much longer, I fear I might pass out from exhaustion. Here you go. Eat the food. Ah, such an enticing aroma. I will enjoy this right away. I can't remember the last time I had such tasty ratatouille. That was truly wonderful, and with my hunger sated, we can now delve into the kind of work I do here. In fact, you have just witnessed one of my more important duties, keeping track of our members' progress. I found the sampling of each person's rendition of Ratatouille gives me a marvelous insight to their growth. Owing to its simplicity, the vegetable sauté lends itself well to variation, allowing the chef to pour himself into its creation. Indeed, your own bespeaks your ability to create a quality dish under strict time constraints. Do not underestimate that skill. You'll find a great deal of restaurant success lies in performing tasks expeditiously. As an example, some other services I provide here are procuring ingredients, ensuring our equipment functions, and perhaps most importantly, listening to our customers. If any of these tasks were ignored for an extended period, it is fair to say the Bismarck would fall into chaos and our name would lose its considerable luster. Well, I trust you now have something of an insight into my responsibilities. I only wish all our members shared your curiosity about what goes into running this place. Blah, 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 blah. I can use words. I cannot use words. Seki said I had enough of Thanksgiving leftovers, then found more than enough for today and tomorrow. I still have leftovers. I don't have to cook until December, and I am so delighted about that. You have no idea. I don't dislike cooking as much as I used to. That said, being able to make 20 pounds of food and just eat continuously off of that amount of leftovers for a week, only adding in a thing or two that here or there, has been delightful. I still have a pie that I'm going to bake after stream is over as well. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so we've already picked up the scholar quest, so let's do that and hope that I can remember how to use literally any of these spells. Well, that's a big fat nope. What do any of these do? I might change to another one. Ooh, that's a cute haircut. I might have to switch to that haircut. That is a very cute Viera haircut. Where do you get that? I'm guessing Baja? Seki says I like cooking a lot when the mood strikes me, but I usually eat much more base food. Too much rich, sugary food. Yeah. That is a very cute haircut, though. It's your haircut. That is correct. I didn't recognize it with the little daisies in it, though. I didn't know Viera could get that haircut. Okay, we're not doing Scholar because I have to remember how to do Scholar. What else do we got? Let's try to get Summoner. I remember how to do Summoner. So we have to go Austerities of Earth. Black Shroud. That's right. We have to go over to New Gridania. It's from Baja, but it's purchasable. Probably still really expensive, though. Good to know. I'm so proud of myself that I guessed it was from Baja. Like, I have no frame of reference for knowing these things. None whatsoever. And we should probably get our carbuncle out. Okay. And we're running. And we're still running. And oh my god, what's that? More running. Ymitra, this better be good. Titan's essence infuses your aura, Aerietta. I foresee no further obstacles preventing us from attempting the next ritual. So one of the cool things about Summoner is I'm pretty sure you actually have to complete your trials, MSQ trials, in order to be able to then unlock your next Summoner quest. Or at least it was that way when I did Summoner on my main character. Thank you, Seki. Have a good day. Hopefully, it's not something bad that just suddenly happened. Shall we proceed with the austerities of Earth? I have every confidence that you will succeed binding a Titan Eggy to your will. According to my research, the most suitable location for the ritual is a place to the southwest of Alder Springs in the North Shroud. A heretofore buried layer of ancient rock exposed by the violent upheavals of the calamity has lent the surrounding area an overwhelming earthen aspect. The conditions will be perfect. I will await you at our destination, Aerietta. Okay. Heading to Fallgourd Float. I don't... I just tried to use an Aethernet at this Aetheryte that is not part of a major city. I am a fool! Again! Unsurprising. Did we already meet the boy? I don't know that we met the boy yet or not. Hello, Ymitra. The ritual you are about to perform is essentially no different from the austerities of flame. Instead of fire, however, you will be concentrating on shifting your etheric balance towards the spectrum of earth. Once you have achieved the required state of earth and affinity, the primal's captured essence will tumble forth and coalesce into the stony form of Titan Eggy. As before, you must demonstrate unflinching authority if you would convince the newborn avatar to heed your commands. Let us begin. All right, here we go. He's so small compared to Titan. Okay, so attack the boy repeatedly. Are we still low enough level that our healing does literally anything? Okay. I'm just gonna stand perfectly still and let Ymitra handle the healing. Stone Shiver. Not Sliver, Shiver. Odd. Okay, sitting at half health. Not liking that. Uh-oh. Moraine's Golem. What on earth is that? Well, dead is what it is now. I guess we'll never know. Are you done? You're done. Cool. Cutscene! Oh, well done, Aerietta. Rude! I come in search of Allegan's relics, and what do I find but a pair of incompetent dabblers? By what jest of fate do you chance to cross such undeserved power? And who might you be, sir, to so boldly question our accomplishments? If you have indeed unlocked the secrets of summoning, then you must be in possession of the very treasure I seek. How terribly convenient. I need only slay you both and take what I need from your bloody corpses. Or you could ask nicely. What the hell? Gods below. A summoner? But how? Cease your infantile prattle. The continuation of my divine work far outweighs the worth of your pitiful lives. I'm pretty sure that's not how this works, my dude. I'm pretty sure that's not how this works. Uh-oh. Hello. So we're gonna just do that and hit him. So we have to hit both of them actually. So this, yeah, I'm clicking in the middle. Is that correct? That's probably correct. Hit harder. Okay, so we do have to take both of them out. I have before taken out the Dark Summoner only to realize that I still needed to get Ifrit Eggy. Oh, hello. Please don't. Please maybe don't. Hi. Terribly rude of you. Perhaps that isn't the best course of action. Can't we be friends? Hey, hey. Very rude. Discontinue. Leave Ymitra alone. Okay, you are causing problems to Ymitra specifically. Please stop. If she dies, this doesn't work either. Okay. Just gonna keep running back and forth. Hi. Stop that. Why are you like this? Yeah. He's down, but now I have to take care of his summon. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I just did very badly my first time around. Why do you struggle so? Your unwillingness to accept oblivion but delays the inevitable. Obviously not. Heed me, Avatar of Eternal Flame. Incinerate these fools in all-consuming hellfire. Well, would you look at that? What? Feel nature's fury, you vile blackguard. I tire of this childish game. Thank your gods for granting you another day of miserable existence. Uh-huh. Sure. He's gone. What a decidedly unpleasant fellow. Absolutely. You learned how to sighten tummin... Nope. Nope. The words are gone. There are no more words. There are no more words. I have not joined a fate. Stop saying that. It's not true. Well, I suggest we return to Apkalu Falls. I have no desire to linger here and chance another encounter with whomever that deranged mage was. Shouldn't use the word deranged. That's my bad. Okay. He's an insolent fool! How about that? That seems reasonable. Okay, so I'm going to teleport to New Gridania, and we're going to find someone to raid. So thank you so much, everybody, for coming out to see me, coming to say hi. Thank you so much again, WYSIWYG, for the 2 gifted subs. I really appreciate it. I'm still learning how to do all this, but I'm super excited to be here and doing the stuff. Okay, so while this is going, I am going to put up my socials right here. So, oh, thank you so much, Kristen. So this is my Beacons link directory. You can find Twitter, Instagram, Discord, YouTube, Ko-fi, and Throne on there. I still need to figure out how to do Hive on there, but we'll get there eventually. Hive is still a very new platform for me. I spent a lot of time this weekend on Hive, just not quite live tweeting the issues I was running into with building my computer, but close. um, let's go say hi to Fierce. Fierce Axolotl uses they them pronouns and is currently playing Lonesome Village, which is a really cute game that I believe she's playing it in Spanish. Not she, they are playing it in Spanish and translating as they go. So let's get that going. And we have a regular raid message, and we also have a sub raid message for people who have a subscription now. And so you get to use my fancy little emotes, which are the first ones that I got. So again, thank you all for being here. Please go give Fierce some love. It helps their channel as well as helping mine to go through with the raid. So yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day. We will be back on Wednesday playing video game Fables because we are now able to continue playing video game Fables. Hopefully by then I will also have figured out whether or not I can get my new capture card connected, and we'll see what we're able to do there. I hope you all have a wonderful afternoon, evening, morning, time zone, whenever. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Have a good one. Bye.